the Memorial Day message from our Commander-in-Chief. He said, "Happy Memorial Day to all, including the scum that spent the last 4 years trying to destroy our country through warped radical left minds who allowed 21 million people to illegally enter our country." Let's stop there. I asked ChatGPT, did Joe Biden let in 21 million people illegally? And it said, no, the claim that President Joe Biden allowed 21 million people to enter the U.S. illegally is not supported by available data. It says that during his presidency, 7.2 million migrant encounters happened at the southern border, and these encounters included the individuals that were apprehended while trying to cross the border without authorization. Of those, 1.5 million individuals were classified as gotaways, which are people who were detected crossing the border but were not apprehended. So the total estimates were 11 million. That's how many encounters they had at the border during Biden's entire presidency. So somehow he basically doubled that number. Back to this, many of them being criminals and the mentally insane through an open border that only an incompetent president would approve, and through judges who are on a mission to keep murderers, drug dealers, rapists, gang members, and release prisoners from all over the world in our country so they can rob, murder, and grape again. All protected by these USA-hating judges who suffer from an ideology that is sick and very dangerous for our country. Hopefully the United States Supreme Court and other good and compassionate judges throughout the land will save us from the decisions of the monsters who want our country to go to hell. But fear not, we have made great progress over the last 4 months, and America will soon be safe and great again. Happy Memorial Day, and God bless America. Now, if you go back and you listen to me read that whole post from Donald Trump about Memorial Day, do you hear anything about Gold Star families? Do you hear anything about veterans? About fallen soldiers? About those who gave their lives so that he would have the right to come out here and say such ridiculous things and type it all in caps? Like, where does the hypocrisy end? You know, like these veterans and Gold Star families, you let this man use you to get elected, and he doesn't care about you. Here's a nice little fact for you. Out of 96 dignified transfers of our soldiers, Donald Trump only attended 4. The most recent was on April 4th of 2025. Remember, folks, I'm not trying to start a cult on like MAGA and Donald Trump, so you can always go fact check me. Donald Trump was busy with Live Golf and Saudi Arabia down at one of his properties in Florida. He was too busy doing that to do his job as Commander-in-Chief and show up to Dover Air Force Base and receive our fallen soldiers from Lithuania. And we can't forget the losers and suckers comments that's been verified by several people. And then in 2015, of course, he was disparaging John McCain for being captured. Trump clearly cares about Gold Star families. Of course, unless your kid happens to be Muslim and your parents happen to speak at the Democratic National Convention, then of course he's going to come out and use his platform to disparage you. Don't forget when he called the generals dopes and babies. Every Gold Star family and veteran that voted for Donald Trump at this point should be ashamed of themselves. Let's just call it what it is. Donald Trump does not respect Gold Star families. He does not respect the sacrifice that your loved one gave. He does not respect the service that our veterans have given. He doesn't care. It's all about him. It's all about enriching himself, his family, and power. He doesn't care about all the people that gave him the rights to do all the crap that he does. But you know what? At the end of the day, I don't know why we'd expect anything else from a 5-time draft dodging coward like Donald Trump.